Hi there, my name is Elise Hudson. I play Joanne in Vanities.
Hi, I'm Kyra Adams. I play Kathy in Vanities.
And I'm Meredith Beck and I play Mary.
Playing Joanne is fun. Joanne is a top-tier perfectionist. She has a lot of anxiety. I think she's dealing with some demons that she doesn't even know about. And the ways I relate to her is, honestly, I am also a perfectionist. So I definitely occasionally feel called out by my own lines having to do with perfectionism. I can get a little anxious at times, so I definitely feel that for her. But otherwise, I feel very different from Joanne. I don't think it's necessarily a challenge to play someone extraordinarily different from me, because we all just find ways that we can slot right into the character. Like, what in my life do I have this like fervor for? Even if my beliefs are very different from hers, I might still believe something as strongly as she does. So we use that to slot our way in. I think I'm actually the most similar to Kathy. I really relate to Kathy and Kathy's need for like structure and organization.
Yeah, Kathy is described as she's the planner, and I very much relate to that. In high school, I was very Kathy. I was the president of everything. I was the prom princess. I was very planned the prom. My high school English teacher used to say I was a very good delegator, which was his very passive-aggressive way of telling me that I didn't actually do anything. I just told other people to do it. Which is a skill. It's very easy to access Kathy. She's very type A, and I'm very type A. I like a plan. I like structure. I get very lost when I don't have thoughts on paper and a plan that I can follow. And I think the hardest part about playing Kathy is tracking her journey through the whole thing. Kathy has such a change from scene 1 to scene 3, and making it make sense, and kind of what our director Roy has said in the past, which is that it's shocking but inevitable. And so to track that and make the audience be surprised and not get ahead of the piece, but also in the end say that's kind of where she was destined to end up all along.
I play Mary, who is definitely the most rebellious, wild of the three. When I first found out I was playing Mary, was completely flabbergasted and had no idea how I was going to play this woman, because I didn't think there was anything I had in common with her. But I also think that's because last time I did the play, I played Joanne. And when you approach the play from a different perspective, it almost seems impossible to see it other ways. So I had to kind of go backwards and go back to the text and just find Mary and read the play through Mary. And I have a ton in common with her now. Now I'm like, of course I am Mary. I'm not. But she does have this thirst for learning. She does have this love of travel, of experiencing new things that frankly to other people might seem scary or something that might seem off-putting. To her, it's exciting. She's curious. I think she's very smart, and I think she's very street smart. So for her journey was figuring out where she thrives, because she didn't necessarily thrive in a structured school system. I did. I loved structure. I think actors, a lot of times they like that, and we're used to that.
Sounds like something we all
Kathy.
We all like structure.
But there are things that now I have been able to find that same thing with what Elise was talking about. Like, even if I do not have the same belief system as Mary, I am able to understand why she is the way she is and why she thinks the way that she does. And then you make it work, and you make it work for the play, because that's the story you're telling. But overall, she's very fun to play. So I've also just enjoyed that experience.
We had a cheer consultant from Lower KB Regional.
We had a cheer consultant.
It was very fun.
We occasionally have a cheer call before the show,
Yeah.
which is when we make sure that the cheers are still correct in our brains. Honestly,
Yes.
one of my favorite things was like, it was our first day.
It was our first day.
It was
It
our
was
first
like-
day.
yeah.
And pom-poms came out of the bag, and I was like, pom-poms, let's go. These big sparkly gold things, and
They're
I just
amazing.
immediately was sent back in time to 8th grade when I got gold pom-poms, but those were blue and white, and these are gold. Anyway, it's a good time.
Yeah, it was very collaborative. Like I would say, like our cheer consultant, she had a lot of great ideas coming in, and obviously she's a real cheer coach, so like she like knows cheers and stuff. But we also made some like fun kind of campy choices just to make it a little bit silly. And
Because it
So
isn't
we're
modern day
not the Rockettes.
cheerleaders.
We're not the Rockettes
Yeah.
cheerleaders, but we're
No.
good. We're very good.
But we're good, and no, it was a really fun day.
Yeah.
I think that was one of my favorite days of rehearsals, was just coming up with the cheers from scratch.
Yeah. Probably 2, 4, 6, 8 right into 5, 5, 5.
Yeah, hit them in their bellies, hit them in their heads, kill
Yeah.
the cougars.
Dead,
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 dead, dead. So fun to just scream dead, dead, dead.
With glee, with total glee, we
Yep.
scream dead, 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 and it is very fun to make eye contact with audience members during that
Yeah.
part and see them just like, wow, what? It's so fun.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite.
Yeah. Pom poms, hands down. I love my pom poms.
I love my little journal that I have in scene 2. It has no writing in it. Secret of the trade. It has no writing in it. But like it feels so comforting in that scene. I wish I had it the whole play. Like I love my little journal.
Yeah.
I love writing my math answers in scene 1. And I really do write like each time I add a couple more. So I really am looking at that, and I love doing real activities.
Yeah, for sure.
that is
So
fun.
I love getting the opposite of that. Like
There's
I
real
really
writing on
love
those
being
ones.
like, no, I am solving these math
Real
problems,
math.
or I am filling this out, and so I love doing that in the first scene. Second scene, I don't have a favorite prop. I just kind of love all my little business at my vanity and my very real makeup that I'm putting on, and I'm plucking my eyebrows, I'm painting my nails, and I'm really doing all that stuff. And so I like that, because for me it also keeps that scene different for me every night, because some nights I'm putting on a necklace and it just won't clasp, and I am delivering lines in a, so it makes it feel very real to me. Scene 3, I like my sunglasses.
They're amazing.
I'm trying to think like how many props I have in the other scenes. Pom poms in 1. Scene
the
2,
best.
I would probably say getting to borrow Mary's nail polish, just because give actors the chance to do an actual activity, not mime it, do it on stage, and it's so exciting, and it will immediately ground the work. So I love getting to paint my nails and then take my nail polish off. Oh, and I have a specific piece of jewelry that I don in scene 2 that I really love. Obviously, it's a big rock. Scene 3, do I hold anything?
Champagne, baby.
All
It's
I do is
champagne
drink.
glasses, baby. I love my champagne glass in scene 3. Kathy is staring into that like it's the bottom of a teacup, and she's gonna see the answers in the little grounds like it's Harry Potter.
Did you get your miracle? Did you find your answers?
Not in the bottom of my champagne glass,
No. Yeah.
unfortunately.
My serious one that I like, because it's not a happy feel good line, but it's important to me, is the line, "I spent 2 years of my life trying to change and nobody noticed."
That was my favorite one too. That's what I was gonna say. I love when you say that
Really
line.
intense.
Yeah, because I feel that. I think everyone goes through that phase where they're like, I'm a grown up now, or, whenever that happened for you. Whether it was in high school, in college, post-college, any experience you had, and you wanting that validation of like, oh, well now I'm a grown up. And when people see you the same way, it can be so frustrating.
I think my favorite funny line to say is when I explain how to make a crab dip to Mary.
Yes, I like that.
Joanne does a lot of correcting of Mary. She likes to correct whatever Mary thinks and explain that no, it's actually like this. And I think I, as Joanne, really enjoy getting to tell Mary exactly how to make crab dip every night. It's very fun. And, I have to be oblivious to the fact that she's watching me with a different feeling than what I think she is. I think that she's like, wow, you make a crab dip.
And maybe I am. You'll have to come see.
Every night it might be even different. Yeah, it might be different every night. I think my favorite, it's a funny line, but it's also a very serious line, is when we're talking about protesting in the second scene in the Kappa house. And I say that I tell my boyfriend Ted, for heaven's sakes, control your conscience. You don't even know those people. About people that are being harmed in war, and he's upset about that, and they're upset about that, and for whatever reason, Joanne just couldn't have a care in the world about that, and the scene that kind of results from that, between some feelings between her and Mary that again I'm oblivious to. They're really fun to experience with the audience every night, to hear what the audience feels about that line. If they find it funny, if they find it disturbing. It's always interesting to have my blinders on as a character and fully be listening to everyone in the room's opinion when I say that line.
I like funny line. It's not even like funny. It doesn't get a laugh that often, but I love saying we can't have a Baptist every week. I just think it's such a funny line.
That's a good line.
And line that I don't say is the one that Mare said. That's probably my favorite. Like, me as Kathy and me as the actor Kyra love hearing that line every night. Mm-hmm. The one that I say that's serious is probably, but I have to face a whole new life alone. I don't even have a plan for it. Because I think it's like the epitome of Kathy, and I think it's a very universal, like, fear, especially leaving college.
I'm sure every single audience member can hear that line and pinpoint a moment in time when they were right in Kathy's shoes.
Oh yeah.
It is so relatable. It is so relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, no, I did not, because until you know who you're acting with, and until you know what perspective and story your director is working towards, it can be detrimental to form those opinions before you've found out what the goal is. So all I did to prep, honestly, is I read the play so many times, and I just kept reading it as a work, because I wanted to make sure I just understood what was happening as a whole. Because I also thought that would make memorizing lines a lot easier too. And I knew with how many lines we all were gonna have, the earlier we could be off book, the more we could actually play and really be, delving deeper into the stories. But I just read the text as a whole and did focus on Mary a little more, but really I tried not to make tons of decisions before I was here.
Yeah, I would agree. I feel like I kind of left Kathy as a vague creature in my head until we got here, because it does depend so much on your castmates and what they bring. And upon reading the play, I was like, okay, I get who Mary is, I get who Joanne is. And then upon hearing these incredibly talented people bring these characters to life, I'm like, oh, I had no idea who Joanne or who Mary was. So now me as Kathy's, who I thought Kathy was, is completely different, because our dynamic is so different, our chemistry is so different, that it really is just so unique to these people in this moment, in this space.
Mm-hmm. I think also Kathy and Mary and Joanne, as characters, as people, they literally define their identity based on this friendship. Yeah. So similarly, it's kind of impossible to craft the character until you are on stage with the others playing these friends, because the friendship is their life. Like, it is everything to them. Mm-hmm. Roy cares so much. He cares deeply about each character and each show he directs. Yeah. And that's just very obvious from day one of rehearsal, how much he cares. And this is actually my first time being directed by Roy, because last time I was here doing The Taming, I was directed by his wife, Marlena. So it's cool to get to be directed by both of them, see how they're similar, see how they're different. So it's been a dream. It's been wonderful getting to just spend time in Cape May. Getting to be at the beach in June is pretty fantastic. So very happy to be doing that. And I've loved getting to
work with Roy and be directed by Roy. Roy has been very involved in us creating and how we approach these women. But he also has very much let us play and follow our instincts. So there's been a very nice balance of that I think has also made this overall a very smooth process.
I mean, I grew up in Cape May, so I love this town. I love this theater. I did theater camp here as a kid. I went to school across the street. This is very homey for me. So for me, it's like, it's literally coming home. So like I see my parents, I see everybody I've ever met. I know everyone. But I just keep coming back because I genuinely do love the theater. I love working with Roy. I think Roy is such an actor-friendly director, and like he really knows how to talk to us and like create a space for us to play and explore, and gives us a lot of freedom, like Mare said. And so I think it's very fulfilling to do work here, especially under Roy's direction. It's a beautiful space. They produce beautiful works, and we're at the beach in the summer. There's no bad things. There's no like cons on the con list. I live with my parents. I guess some people could say that's a con, but I think it's a pro.
Nice. I'm back after doing a show in 2019, end of 2019, and that was one of the last shows in the season. So it was like end of summer into fall. So kind of a different time to be in Cape May.
So was mine. Mine was. The Shuck was the end of the season.
Yeah. So now I'm here at the beginning of the season. A big pro is that we got to go to the gala.
That was.
We got to go to the gala. I didn't last time, obviously, because I was here 3 months later.
Yeah.
I think what's so weird is that the last time I was at Cape May was right before the world shut down. And how much has happened since then. We've gone through a pandemic. I got engaged, I got married, I changed cities, and now I'm back in a place that I was in right before all of those things happened. It's a strange full circle moment, and I feel like I'm confronted with like who I was then and who I am now and how it's different, which is always a fun little, self-reflection to take place. I love working here. It's a beautiful town full of really lovely people. And Kyra's not kidding. When we walk with them down the street, it's literally like everyone is like, Kyra. Kyra's like greeting every dog. She knows the dogs.
I do know the dogs.
And it's been really fun to also act with a local celebrity. But yeah, it's also nice. I live in Philly now, so it's nice to act at a theater that's so close, so I can have my friends down to see the show. Go visit my in-laws. It's really nice when you get a job that's near friends and family. So that's another thing I love about being here.
Start memorizing your lines
Early.
Read the text a lot.
Without committing to too many decisions before you're with your child.
Yeah, and I would say like don't watch versions and decide that you're going to do what someone else has done in another production, because again, whoever you're up there with, that's going to inform you of who you're playing.
Let it happen to you in rehearsal. This play happens to you. Yeah. Like I feel like that every night. Like we are doing the work of this play, but it happens to us every night.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
And I would say go in and don't judge these women before you get to know them.
Yeah.
I think it's very easy upon first read to be like, okay, this is the conservative one, this is the really sexually liberated one, and Kathy's like the lost one. I think it's very easy to like place them in boxes upon first read, and I think they're much more expansive than that. Mm-hmm. And so I would say go in with an open mind and like really let these characters find themselves without your modern day, judgments or assumptions placed on them.
Let them be complicated.
Yeah. No matter how different you feel from them, the more you read the play, the more you work with your, fellow actors on stage, you're gonna find things that you very much relate to, and that's where your version will shine through and get really deep and complex, and that's the whole goal. I think they should know that you can laugh. Feel free. Oh my goodness. Sometimes people are scared to laugh when something is funny in a play. Please allow yourselves to laugh because it feeds us. It is funny. Yeah, please.
I would say I always like coming into a theater with no expectations. Like, no, I do not read reviews, do not read the like synopsis. I want to go in knowing nothing about this play. Is it a comedy? Is it a tragedy? I don't know. And I think that's where theater, and then I think that's where you can kind of go to make your own opinions. So I would say come in knowing nothing. Be a total blank canvas. And then what I want them to take away is harder. I think whatever it brings up for them is what I want them to take away. Like, if it makes you want to reconnect with people you've lost, I think that's amazing. If you see yourself in it, I think that's amazing. If you see nothing of yourself in it, I think that's great. I really do. I think it's so, what I've learned from talking to people after the show is that every single person feels differently about this play when they leave. And I think that that's very cool. And so I don't want to put any, you need to leave thinking this about the piece, because there is no right or wrong. And I think that's what we learned from these girls, that there's no right or wrong way to live your life and what opinions to have, you know?
Yeah. And I think that's something intentional about this play that I really like. It does not tie everything up in a bow and spoon feed you an answer of what something is. And when audiences watch the show, you will see the show based on things you have experienced in your life. So your personal experience of watching the show will be different than any person you're watching it with, any other person in the theater. But I think it's meant to just have people talk about it, and talk about what they've experienced, what moment that happened in any of the acts that felt familiar to them. And everyone also has said, oh, I related to this person, or I was this person in college. I was totally this person. So people see themselves, and so I think that's a nice thing. It feels like we are doing the version of the play that us, the three actresses that are up here, are doing, but you can come see this play. You can also go see this play anywhere else in future years and see what you take away from those versions, because they'll all be different.
Yeah.